Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarotam pravaram muninam Patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi. Our salutations to the yogi and master Patanjali. We are discussing this next few weeks the Yamas and Niyamas, the do's and don'ts, based on the sutras written by the sage Patanjali. So to begin our meditation today, I wanted to salute him and the entire tradition. So may our intellects be open and clear in order for us to receive this knowledge. And before we begin anything, let's all find a comfortable seat. You may be sitting crossed legs, you may be sitting on a chair. In whatever way you decided to establish yourself in your posture, try to elongate your spine, top of your head towards the ceiling, your chin parallel to the ground. Roll your shoulders once backwards so that you can have more space for the breath to move freely. Swallow a few times. Maybe give your body a good morning stretch and then settle into your asana, into your posture, whatever it is. And slowly, you're going to start bringing your attention to your physical form, mentally making a scan from the sole of your feet to the top of your head. How is this body feeling right now? And going a little bit inward, how is this mind feeling right now? And know that you don't have to solve your mind. In our meditation, it's about observing rather than absorbing. Stepping back and watching. The body is like this right now. The mind is like this right now. Just acknowledging with no need whatsoever to change your experience. Most times the undesirable thoughts or feelings in the body even, they stay longer because of our resistance towards them or even our insistence for them to go. So let this be a moment for you to practice surrendering and allowing what is to be as it is without your pressure to change, modify, or solve anything. Because without those pressures, you can relax. There's nothing else to be done but to be present with your breath, your body, and your mind. And slowly start bringing your attention to your breath. Inhaling deeply, exhaling slowly. Feeling the breath moving, expanding your belly, your ribcage, and your chest. And exhaling, falling the chest, contracting the ribcage and the belly. Full breaths. filling up your lungs, way more than just your chest, and exhaling very slowly, informing your nervous system that it's safe to relax. And by consciously breathing, you can start to develop focus and preparing your mind for meditation. Only a relaxed mind can meditate. And meditation is also about just bringing your mind back again and again to your breath, to the present moment. So if you think you can't meditate because your mind is not in stillness, is very busy, understand that that's the condition of every human being. But by practice and leading a life of yoga, of commitment towards these values that we're talking about, only then, with a contemplative life, you can come into contemplation. You can't live in a hustle culture, lying, practicing violence, not having empathy, stealing ideas, notions, protecting your ego, and then once or twice a week try to sit for meditation. Your mind won't allow it. So the whole idea behind following these values is so that we can have mental peace. Sitting for meditation as an act of self-love, because meditation is being with oneself. So whatever you are today, even if your mind is distracted, just keep going, one breath at a time, just like everything in life. And today, I'll just share a few words about our next yama, Satyam, truthfulness. Our teacher used to say that a value is a value for me only when I see the value of the value. So we need to see the implications of following Yamas and Niyamas, following Dharma, following righteousness, and therefore following Satyam, speaking the truth. Because only through understanding we can actually genuinely follow something. And the benefit of following Satyam, the truth, is that the opposite, when we lie, we are not at peace with ourselves. When we lie, we spend so much mental energy trying to protect our lies. We don't remember anymore which version of the story you told to whom, and every time you see someone, you have to remember and think hard of what is the story I told this person in front of me. And if someone finds out that you're lying, they'll feel hurt. So we'll compromise with the value we were talking about last week, ahiṃsā, non-violence. So if you're following non-violence, you must follow Satyam, truthfulness. But speaking the truth often is not so simple, because the truth sometimes can be hard. And how do we say it? It has to be governed by ahiṃsā, by non-violence. So today I wanted to bring a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, verse 15, in which Bhagavan Shri Krishna talks about the filters of speech, when you should speak. And so I'd like to chant for you and then briefly explain, and maybe throughout your week you could try to follow that if it makes sense for you. So the verse goes, Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vamayam tapa uchyate. Vakyam, words, have to be satyam, truthful. Priyam, they have to be delivered in a nice way. And hitam, they have to be beneficial. So usually we just think, I need to tell the truth to that person. But do you think of your delivery? Is it beneficial to speak that truth? Is it priyam? Can you speak that in a way that you won't cause more harm? So the filters of speech are such that if they are not followed, you should not speak. And that's a type of tapaha, austerity. So the filters are satyam. It has to be truthful, whatever you speak. It has to be priyam. It has to be delivered in a nice way, in a way that you won't harm the other person. And it has to be hitam. It has to be beneficial. If any of those are not met, maybe maunam, maybe silence is better, until those criteria are met. So, in our lives, we are here to live and let live. And the same way we don't want to be hurt, we don't hurt others. And when we think about the value of satyam, truthfulness, especially with regards to others, we need to consider the whole situation and not just our pressure to speak the truth. Satyam, truthfulness. Priyam, said in a nice, gentle way. And hitam, beneficial, adding value. Sometimes you want to give feedback to people. When you do that, make sure you place yourself in that person's shoe. And from a place of love and understanding, you speak your truth. Never pointing fingers. So for today, this is what I wanted to share with you. As always, it's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for being on the other side. And until next time, Namaste. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.